Hi, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Something I've wanted to do kind of for a while because it's something that I've been thinking a lot about lately. So it's going to be a little bit more personal, I guess, which is cool because that's also something I'd like to do with my channel, is to really share my heart and just, be real. So today I'm going to be talking about just some different things that are really helpful for me, self-care related, stress relief, that kind of thing. So I hope you get something out of this, and I hope maybe it gives you some ideas that will help you too. Yeah, I hope this blesses you. So I want to start off by saying that I am in no way saying these things from any kind of professional perspective, or this should help you with your depression or anxiety or anything like that. These are just things that help me personally, and I've struggled some with anxiety and depression, if you will, but it's never been anything major, or I've never been clinically diagnosed or anything like that. So these are just things that help me when I'm feeling down or stressed or anxious, or you name it, all those negative emotions, because I feel things very deeply and can kind of get in my head, and it can get ugly sometimes. So anyways, all of that serious talk to say, I have a list that I'm just going to kind of go through and talk about, and I have no idea what this video is going to look like, but hopefully it's has some substance and is helpful to someone, so enjoy. So some things that I like to do when I'm feeling stressed or anxious or whatever, I never thought I was one of these people. I didn't even think I had endorphins because I would try to run and thought I was gonna die. But I've realized this summer I went from dancing 20 hours a week to no physical activity for a while, and I was struggling so bad, and it was really hard. And I was like, why am I so tired all the time? Why am I depressed, anxious, whatever, you name it. And then once I started working out and exercising more, it really changed, and I felt like I had more energy. I wasn't like a zombie, because felt like a straight zombie for a week or two, and it made a huge difference. So that's something that I've realized helps me a lot with my energy level. And also, if I feel myself worrying and getting really anxious, if I go work out or go for a run, yeah, I still hate it and I still feel miserable while I'm doing it, but afterwards I feel a lot better, and I'm just able to release all of that. So that helps a lot. As much as I don't always enjoy it in the process, I feel a lot better afterwards. A lot of these things are self-explanatory, and everyone probably does them and knows this already, but these are just things that help me. So taking vitamins, I feel makes a big difference. Well, it can. Sometimes I feel it's made a difference, and sometimes I don't feel it does anything, but I try to be consistent and usually forget, but it's good for you. I would consider myself a vitamin D addict. I love to be in the sun, and I always feel going in the sun for 30 minutes or an hour makes me feel a lot better. So yeah, that's a good one. I haven't really done that in a while, so I should probably do that. Going for a drive and listening to music, especially really loud, driving with the windows down, just thinking, letting out your thoughts, your emotions. I'm a Christian. I know this isn't something everyone would do, but for me, it's a good time to pray when you're driving, talk to God, and just get out whatever is stressing you out or bothering you at the time. Okay, I've also realized I've never been a really super clean, organized person, but I've realized how much I love having a clean space. While I don't always keep it clean, it affects me so much. If I'm sitting in my room and it's a mess, I will just automatically be so much more stressed. So cleaning, while cleaning is a pretty good stress reliever in itself, having a clean space makes a world of a difference for me. I just feel so much better if I can just sit down and breathe in a clean, organized, space that looks put together. It makes a huge difference. Again, that's one of the things I never thought would be the case for me, but it is. Going outside, going on an adventure, going somewhere new, spending time in nature, that kind of goes along with the exercise, but it makes me feel good. I love beauty. I love to see beautiful things, so getting out in nature can help you forget your problems for a little while and focus on something else. Reading, I don't read a lot. I really wish I read more, but it's really good for your brain, especially getting off your phone, which I struggle with, social media, all that stuff. But reading is a good way to relax and get your mind on something else. Eating nutritious foods is also big for me. I think it makes you feel better when you eat healthy, for sure, it can. I don't always notice a big difference in how I feel when I eat, but it's also a big mental thing for me when I know that I'm putting good food into my body. My brain is just like, oh, you're doing something right, good for you, like, yay, Mary! And then I'm just happier because I know I'm doing something right, and it feels good to know that I'm making healthy choices. So yeah, that's a good one for me. Journaling and writing. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I've gone through seasons where I write a lot or don't write a lot, and this has not been a season where I write a lot, but just like writing things down, organizing things, making lists that you can check off and feel more accomplished. Drawing, doing creative things has been big for me. I've always been a creative person, like since I was 3 years old. I loved like any kind of craft. Like I would come up with something out of tape and popsicle sticks and be in heaven. But busyness of life, I don't do as much anymore, and I've focused more on like dance and things like that. But the visual arts, like, just, I know those like adult coloring books are really popular, and those are great, but I prefer more like something where you're actually like creating something on your own. So I've been getting more into like a little bit of painting and calligraphy, and I don't know, it just feels good to like look at something and be like, oh, I made that and it's pretty. That sounds kind of silly, but it's helpful to me, and just being able to do something calming and like peaceful and focused is good. Oh, this is a big one. Getting rid of stuff. Kind of goes along with the like cleaning space, having an organized space, but getting rid of stuff feels really good to me, and it's like, I don't know, just things build up and you have so much, and it's just, your mind is so much more stressed when there's like a lot of stuff going on all around you, whether that's inanimate objects or not. But I always feel better when I get rid of clothes or half-used lotion, or I don't know, you name it, books, accessories. Getting rid of stuff makes me feel really good, because it's just like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of a physical metaphor for getting rid of stress. Let's pretend that makes sense. I don't know. Spending time with people you love and care about, going out having fun with some friends. This isn't really a huge one for me, although I love it, but I'm also an introvert, so usually when I'm stressed out, I tend towards being alone. But it can be really good to get your mind off of things and to just be with other people, and people can encourage you and help you out, and especially if you're open with them and people you feel comfortable with that you can share your life with. That's really good. Okay, again, these are things that myself as a Christian are really helpful for me, and if you're not a Christian, they may not be helpful for you, but you could always try them. Just saying. Reading the Bible, getting into God's Word is huge. Just recognizing truth, and a lot of times when I'm anxious, it's because I'm believing lies, either about God or about myself or about other people, and those need to be replaced with God's truth. So the best way to find truth is in His Word. So yeah, going to the Bible and and just seeking Him out, and He is the best source of peace. So yeah. And along with that, listening to worship music, I do that a lot. I will say that I listen to worship music a lot while I'm doing stuff, and I wish that I spent more time just like laying on the floor, resting in God's presence, but that doesn't happen as much as I'd like it to. But when it does, it's really good and brings a lot of relief and peace into my life. So, see, I have a list here, and I need to like make sure I didn't forget anything. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have on my list. So I'm just gonna tell a little story really quick because it's funny and goes along with what I'm talking about. So the other day, it was yesterday, I was gonna start filming this video, and I get it all set up and I start filming, and then I was just like, you know what? This is stressing me out. Ironically, I'm filming a video about stress relief, self-care, and it's making me more stressed out. So I'm just gonna stop. And I went out and I went for a run, and then I cleaned my room, and I think I read my Bible, and I hung out with my mom and sisters and played a game. And yeah, I felt a lot better, and today I was able to film the video. So apparently these things actually work, at least somewhat for me. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you get something out of it. I feel like I was just rambling on and it was kind of a mess, but hopefully it made some sense, and maybe some of these tips will help you. And I would love to hear from you what is helpful for you when you're feeling stressed or anxious or depressed or any of those things. So comment down below something that's helpful for you, or a few things. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.